Hi, my name is Mark Naylor and welcome back to the workshop. It's been a while, really busy in terms of installations of the mowed fencing. Out with the contractors, I've started to learn quite a bit, and what I'd like to do is to share with you some of that information that I've been learning with the contractors. So in one of the videos before, we talked about fitting the post caps and the panels, and basically what we were talking about is leaving the post high and then the post caps fitted over the top of the posts. Great. With these post caps, basically what you've got is the little clamping cones at the top, and they grip the post tight when you tighten these two screws. So once this has gripped the post, obviously, as I said, it's really tight. Problem is, it's not a problem, it just makes it a little bit difficult, is that obviously on the fencing line, you have got to control the height of the post in relation to the panel height. When I was on site, I was shown by a contractor how he does it, and I found it a lot faster and easier. So a big shout out to David Batey at Bespoke Landscaping. And we did a fence together, and he started off by shortening all the posts. And I asked him straight away, what are you doing, David? Why are you cutting the post shorter? And he said, watch, and it's a lot easier in terms of fitting the post caps. What I'd like to do is demonstrate that to you now to give you an alternative way of how to fit the posts. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go behind the fencing because it's going to be a lot easier for me to show you behind the fencing. I've created a little model here that hopefully demonstrates this process quite clearly. Right, so as you can see, basically we've created this little model, and what you can see straight away is that if this is the post and this is in the ground, you will see what I've done is really shorten these posts much shorter than the height of the fence. That means that if this is if there's a variation between the height of the post between there and the top of the fence, it doesn't matter, because simply when we have finished the fence and we've got it all in line and we've put all the panels in, the last job on the mode is to slide in the covers. And what you do, you drop the full length of the cover and they get trimmed off just above the height of the fence. So you can't see the post height at all. So we slide the front and back covers in, and then what we do with the post cap, now these screws are going to be in line with the fence, and the post cap sits over the top of the covers in this way. And then on here, I can quickly demonstrate that what we simply do is screw in from the top of the post cap with the screws. These are self-drilling screws, and they go simply in like that, and the post cap's secured. And then what we've got is a simple plastic blanking plug that clips in the top and covers the screw hole. When you are fencing this way, in line, every post where we've got a panel, makes it much faster. You don't need to worry about the height of your fence posts. And what I'd like to do is demonstrate when we come to the end here. Obviously, we don't have another fence, so we need to think about, well, what are we going to screw in? We've got two screw holes, one in the post cap, one on this panel, but we've got nothing on this side. So I'm going to quickly demonstrate what we do on here. So when we come to the end, obviously, as I said, we've nothing to screw into, and we have this little bracket. So this bracket, basically what we do, we put it in the end of the post in this way, and using a self-drilling screw here, that's screwed into there, and that gives us the height to then put on the post cap on there, and we can screw down in there. And in the same way, in this way, we've got the covers. They fit on. This would obviously go over there, and we've also got the end trim that's going to sit in there. and then you get a nice finish where basically once that's inside there, the post cap's on there, that's your end post. And you would do that exactly the same way. You can see on the opposite end, I've got a corner. So basically on this corner, that bracket is used on the corner as well. So just on the corners and on the end post, we've got that extra little post cap fixing bracket that allows you to secure the post cap firmly to the top of the fence. And that's it. We found it a lot faster that way. Simply just aligning the post height made it a lot faster, and it keeps everything perfectly in line. You don't have to rely on the height of the post to get your post cap in the right position. Okay, that's about it. Thanks very much.